Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Tuesday, September 13, 2022. Headlines: Prime Minister says an increase in retirement age is imminent for the survival of the National Insurance Scheme. Judicial changes implemented following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Saul EC management assures motorists that gas is available after a brief delay. In Around the Globe regionally, St. Lucia's Prime Minister dismisses talk of move to Republic in wake of Queen's death. Internationally, mixed emotions in some parts of Britain following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. And in the sports news, national netballers to compete in World Cup qualifiers. Stay with us. This is the news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening from Television Center of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Government is moving to increase the retirement age from 60 to 65. This, authorities say, is necessary as they aim to help sustain the National Insurance Scheme. Rena Ped-Thomas tells us more.
The meeting with the newly elected board members of the National Insurance Scheme, NIS, government says that it now realized that a number of changes needed to be made so that the organization can continue to operate efficiently. According to Minister for Social Development Philip Tellisford, these legislative changes are needed to secure pension payment for the population. One of the changes to be pursued is an increase in the retirement age from 60 to 65 years.
And we recognize that Grenada is behind when it comes to legislative changes to the scheme. Grenada needs to do what is necessary at this stage to shift the retirement age gradually from age 60 to 65. That recommendation was made several times since 2004 by the actuary until now. So we are at an alarming state. Changes are absolutely necessary in the legislation to facilitate this.
Over the past 18 years, the trade unions and the Public Service Commission has made several recommendations to the previous government to increase the retirement age. The minister said that apart from it being cabinet approved, no other action has been taken. He explained how this is now affecting the NIS financially.
the question is, where is the NIS now? The NIS presently is breaking deposits to pay pensioners because the inflows, the income from the payment of NIS dues is less than the benefits that is paid out under the NIS Act. So, notwithstanding that we have a very youthful population, we are still at this stage paying out more than we collect. That is unsustainable. As a matter of fact, if the NIS were to continue like this, within the next 10 years or so, there will be no NIS.
Minister Telesford outlined other legislative adjustments that need to be made in order to tackle the issue within NIS.
The Public Finance Management Act. That act conflicts with the NIS Act and therefore require some measure of legislative intervention. Employment injury disqualification clause within the NIS Act, that needs some modification. Amendment to the survivors benefit regulation. So I'm just saying that there are a few things that has to happen in order to secure the longevity of the scheme.
The Social Development Minister was speaking at the government's post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday. For GBN News, I am Rina Pet Thomas reporting.
This story to report: changes to some judicial proceedings have been made with immediate effect, as ordered by the Chief Justice, following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Christina John reports.
With the passing of Queen Elizabeth last week, many persons are speculating that there are likely many changes to be made in terms of those bearing the titles of the Queen, and rightly so, there are. A statement issued by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court headquarters gave directives as follows. I have been directed by His Leadership, the Honorable Mr. Davison Kelvin Baptiste, Chief Justice AG, to advise that in light of the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the title of Queen's Counsel QC changes to King's Counsel KC with immediate effect throughout the member states and territories comprising the jurisdiction of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court where applicable. As the change is automatic, new letters of patent will not be issued. This is in accordance with the recent guidance from the UK Crown Office. I am also directed to advise that criminal proceedings and other types of court proceedings usually instituted in the name of the Queen or Regina must now be instituted in the name of the King or Rex. His Lordship asked that this notice be circulated to all legal practitioners within all member states or territories. Christina John, GBN News.
President of the Senate, Dr. Decima Williams, will act as Governor General in the absence of Dame Cécile Lagrenade, who's scheduled to leave the state on Wednesday for the funeral service of Queen Elizabeth II. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell made the disclosure during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing.
Her Excellency the Governor General will be traveling tomorrow for at least 1 week to attend the state funeral of Her Excellency Queen Elizabeth. As the public is aware, Queen Elizabeth died last Thursday, and she is still, or was still, our sovereign, and we're still members of the Commonwealth, and so invitations were extended to heads of state to attend. So Her Excellency will be doing so. She will be accompanied in the UK by Grenada's resident High Commissioner, Ms. Keisha Grant. I will not be attending the event because of prior arrangements. Let me confirm that the President of the Senate, Ms. Decima Williams, will act in the absence of the Governor General while she's out of state.
The Prime Minister also announced that he will be traveling over the next week. Among other engagements, he will address for the first time the United Nations General Assembly.
I also will be traveling on Wednesday, first to Jamaica to attend the 84th annual conference of the PNP party, that's the opposition party. I had been invited several weeks ago and I had committed to attending to be the guest speaker at that event. So I will be traveling on Wednesday. The event is Thursday. And I leave Jamaica on Friday morning to travel to the United States to attend the United Nations General Assembly meetings, which takes place in the upcoming week. Accompanying me on my travel will be the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Joseph Andal, who will travel on Saturday, together with a delegation from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is expected that I will deliver my maiden speech at the General Assembly. The tentative date for doing so is next Saturday, but those dates are subject to change.
In the absence of Prime Minister Mitchell, Minister Dennis Cornwall will act as Prime Minister. Other news, some changes have been made to the salaries of government ministers. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell addressed the changes on Tuesday.
The transformation agenda continues, this time to the Cabinet of Ministers' salaries and allowances. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell announced that some financial allowances previously given to ministers would no longer exist.
The changes which have been made to ministers' salaries and allowances are, I would call two changes. One, there was a telephone allowance which has been discontinued. A telephone allowance which was a financial allowance. That has been discontinued because when we assumed office, it was clear that ministers were being provided with a cell phone at the expense of the government of Grenada. So there was no need to still have a fixed line telephone allowance, so we discontinued that.
While on the topic of fuel, he declared some changes to be made to the supply of fuel for state ministers.
We were advised that there was a quote-unquote free gas policy, which allowed, I'm not clear whether it's ministers or MPs or both, to obtain gasoline or fuel from the central police station. And there seemed to be no controls in place, no written policy, rules or regulation governing it, and so we discontinued it. And instead, we gave the ministers a $2,000 traveling allowance, which would allow them to, in fact, have gasoline and or a driver if they so choose. So those are the changes that have been made. And just to be clear, obviously, the office of the Prime Minister, that traveling allowance does not apply to that office simply because state vehicles are provided for the office.
The Prime Minister's announcements were made during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is Network News. Still ahead from us, motorists are assured there's no shortage of gas. Stay with us.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hubbard's is adapting to the times to enhance your shopping convenience with its new online store. You can now shop for appliances, hardware, houseware, builder's material, and still enjoy free delivery island-wide. Start shopping now at www.hubbardshardware.gd. Safe, convenient, reliable. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited. Now introducing Portland King Cement, Grenada's toughest and most high-quality cement, engineered with you in mind. Whether it's residential or industrial construction, Portland King Cement has been tested to achieve profound results that you can trust. The choice is clear. Choose Portland King, tougher than the rest. Visit Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited on Dusty Highway. Call telephone number 439-6605 or 440-6605. Or visit our 2 other locations, Wester Hall in St. David and Dunfermline in St. Andrew.
Do you know you can lower your electricity bill by creating an energy-efficient home? When planning to build or remodel, plan for your energy needs and utilize building techniques and products that promote energy efficiency. Incorporate renewable energy and maximize the use of natural lighting, heating, and ventilation sources. You should also buy 230-volt equipment as these run more efficiently and can help lower your electricity usage. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by creating an energy-efficient home. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Spray a pocket, spray the earth, always at Grenlec.
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Ooh la la! See what's new at Quartz. We've got great deals on living and dining room sets, appliances, electronics, and smart devices, and more. Shop today with no cash using Quartz Ready Finance. 3 to 48-month payment plans available. Shop in store or online at shopquartz.com. Come see what's new and take advantage of these great deals. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hello again. Vehicle owners have no need to panic as there is sufficient petroleum on island to meet the needs of the public. That's according to the management of Sol EC. Rena Thomas has this report.
Difficulties in purchasing petroleum at several Sol gas stations around the island on Monday. Workers at these stations turned vehicle owners away as they were told that they were sold out. This created a traffic jam in some areas as long lines of vehicles were seen waiting for gas in the few stations that had petroleum. This led to some level of panic as rumors started to circulate that gas was scarce on the island, a statement that the manager of Sol, Colin Francis, says is far from the truth. Francis explains that the situation was caused by a delay in a shipment that was beyond their control. This shipment of petroleum was supposed to arrive on the island last Friday, but was somehow delayed and was only accessible on Monday.
It's simply a delay with a tanker coming in. It's simply a delay from a tanker coming from another market getting into our market. and that's really what it is. And coming in, there's another tanker on the berth in Grand Mall, so that delayed us by about 24 hours.
By now, all gas stations should have more than enough petroleum for the motoring public as trucks began distribution early Tuesday morning. The manager reassures Grenadians that there is no need to panic.
There is enough gas in Grenada for everyone in Grenada, Carrickwood, and Petit-Martinique. There is sufficient fuel for everyone. Our trucks at this point are out fueling all of our retail sites and gas stations. And from time to time, you're always going to have disruptions to tankers and so forth arriving into Grenada. This is part of the industry we're in. It's nothing out of the ordinary. And I would encourage Grenadians to be sensible at this time and only purchase fuel that they're accustomed to buying. There should be no rush to go purchase fuel at this point because there is enough fuel for everyone. Just to add, as we speak, our tankers are in Grenada waters and ready to get onto the berth and make sure that everyone's fine.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Now, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says if gas price drops within the next 24 to 48 hours as predicted, the $15 cap on gas will be removed. He says this is necessary at this time as the government has a $1 million debt due to the fuel cap. Rena Pett Thomas tells us more.
Canadians should see the removal of the $15 cap on gas at the pumps within the next 24 to 48 hours, so says Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell during government's post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday.
We anticipate that the price per gallon of fuel will drop beneath $15. We expect to have confirmation of that within the next 24 to 48 hours and certainly before the 18th of September. If that happens, we will remove the cap, the $15 cap, because there will be no need for it. If the price per gallon drops beneath $15, we will remove the cap because there will be no need for the cap. That should allow us to begin stopping the bleeding, so to speak, in terms of the sums that we are beginning to accumulate and which is owing to the suppliers.
The $15 cap on gas was one of the new National Party-led government's packages as outlined in the $1.3 million budget delivered in November 2021. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said the move in gas price will be monitored and changes will be made when necessary.
We will monitor the situation on a month-by-month basis. Should the price per gallon begin to trend upwards, and should it get to a point where again it becomes difficult for our citizens to pay, we will then look at reinstituting the cap. For now, we are going to gauge as an indication somewhere around $17 per cap. So we can assure the public that should the price per gallon go back to at least $17 per gallon, then we will reinstitute a cap at $17.
The government has also decided to continue to not to collect petrol tax as of the next price change on September 18th. This will continue till December 31st. Meanwhile, as of October 1st, 2022, a pre-COVID cap will be implemented on all freight rates for 6 months for the first instance.
Rates on goods being imported into Grenada will be capped and calculated at the freight rates which existed in 2019. The Ministry of Finance and the Customs Department will sensitize members of the public, importers, brokers, etc., as to what is required to be done administratively to facilitate the correct entry of the appropriate freight rates. We intend to review this at the end of, or by the end of March 2023, as to whether it's kept in place or as to whether any further indulgences will be granted in terms of further capping on the freight rate.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the government's post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The Media Workers Association of Grenada, MWAG, will stage the 11th Annual Media Awards ceremony on Saturday, December 10, at a venue to be confirmed. We get the rest of the details in this report.
This year's ceremony will complement the annual Media Week celebrations, scheduled for November 14th to the 20th, under the theme, Building Capacity, Maintaining Journalistic Principles. Excitement is growing among media practitioners and stakeholders as preparations for the Red Carpet Affair that celebrates the work of media practitioners in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique progresses. 2 new categories have been added to the slate, targeting new media and talk shows. MWAG's President Gerard Joseph believes the additional categories gives further light into the efforts and dynamism of media workers. The Media Awards this year will once again feature a People's Choice Award, where media houses will be asked to participate in the shortlisting of its popular personalities. Also up for grabs is the prestigious Anthony Jericho Greenage Award, where a young and upcoming media worker will be honored. The call for entries has now been issued, and practitioners have until Friday, September 30th, 2022 to submit entries. Awards will be presented to the winner in each category. Media workers are advised that to be eligible for the awards, their status must be regularized with MWAG through the customary annual fee of $60 per member. More information on the awards will be rolled out in the coming weeks as part of MWAG's public relations plans. Kristalina John, GBN News.
Social media chimed in on the success being enjoyed by several inmates at Her Majesty's prisons. That's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. Holistic development and growth are being witnessed as several inmates at His Majesty's prisons attain distinctions in this year's CSEC exams.
Inmates who sat the recent CSEC exams registered a 78% pass rate. It's signed that the Correctional Center is helping inmates not only through rehabilitation, but by acquiring education as well. Speaking at a recent prison visit by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Commissioner of Prisons Rupert Nichols said the prison had assisted a number of inmates to attain both academic and vocational qualifications. He says it's time the facility reflects a name change.
Social media users took to the comment section to express their delight about this latest development. The following views are of members of the public and not of the GBN. Cadella said, "Congratulations. The prison is a correctional facility. Inmates, as far as it is practical, should thrive to become a better version of themselves." Dion said, "That's the way to go. Education is key to one and all." Melvin questioned, "But when they come out, how you take prison out of them? Because the same that failed them after giving them free education?" This person replied, "The program was designed with a view to make them better citizens. Over the years, many gained gainful employment and turned around their lives. Not only the government made that effort, they were highly motivated through the teachings of Jesus Christ by our pastors and priests. In addition, our social workers and counselors did their part as well. As citizens, we should try our best to give them the necessary support. All hands are needed in this process." Moses said, "Please make use of it on your return to society," while Yvonne added her 2 cents. Boy, prison is prison. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead in network news, farmers in Carriacou updated on government's plans to develop the industry. We'll be back.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200 and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100 and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7 and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion sensor garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60 and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Welcome back. Government is moving to establish a veterinary unit in Karaku. After 5 years of not having a vet on island, Minister for Karaku and PD Martinique Affairs, Stephen Andrews, is moving to address the issue there. Minister Andrews gave farmers the assurance during a recent meeting.
They should recognize that this issue with the vet on island, and steps has already been made. As a matter of fact, post 2 or so weeks that getting into office, we've started working on it. So in short order, we would have our, not just e-vet, but a unit that will deal with livestock.
Senior Agriculture Officer in the Ministry of Karaku and PD Martinique Affairs, Benson Patrice, says his unit strives to better serve farmers.
This meeting could not come in a more opportune time. Yesterday we had our national budget retreat, and I'm tasked with the job to prepare a budget for agriculture by Monday. So I'm saying the meeting is really, really timely, so that of course you're here and I'll be able to hear from you exactly what you're looking for and what you expect government to do for you, and in the broader picture, what you expect us as partners to move with as we decide to drive the sector forward. So as you bring forth your ideas, it will be noted, and of course we'll know exactly what to put in the budget. Hopefully that will be honored and we'll be able to take Karaku, agriculture in Karaku forward.
St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville is the focus of this evening's GBN Eyesore.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
On Monday, the St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville celebrated its 69th anniversary. For the past 69 years, SJC Grenville has been focused on the spiritual, intellectual, social, and physical development of its students. The school was established in 1953. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Happy anniversary, SJC Grenville. Stay with us. The weather coming up, followed by the sports news and around the globe.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Well, hello sporting fans. It's the relaunch with a strong focus on developing cricketers from the grassroots level while providing them with more opportunities through sports tourism. The Junior Murray Cricket Academy is back. My colleague Gerard Joseph has this report.
Former West Indies cricketer Junior Murray has renewed his commitment to develop aspiring cricketers across the country through his academy. Relaunched on Saturday at the National Stadium, the academy focuses on teaching young people the fundamentals of the game while encouraging determination, perseverance, good deportment, and sportsmanship. Murray, who was the first Grenadian to play Test cricket for the West Indies, says any sport needs to start at the grassroots level to produce exceptional players.
Yeah, but I think the grassroots is the main area. We got to teach the kids the basic stuff from pretty young. You know, doing the right things from early, so that when they get older now, it's gonna come pretty easy, and they're gonna be part of it, and I always say get bored doing the right things, you know, so that when they get older, that everything will come pretty easy for them.
Murray thanked the Grenada Tourism Authority for their support this year.
With the come on board with the academy now, and I can see things happening, you know, they're on board here with to make a contribution towards the kids and everything, and I'm looking forward to bigger and better things through the GTA.
GTA Acting Marketing and Sales Manager Nicorian Roberts says her organization is happy to support the academy as part of their thrust to promote sport tourism. She encouraged the players to work hard as there will be upcoming opportunities for them.
And in addition to the launch of this academy, today we will see schools from England come out to Grenada next July 3rd to the 14th, to take part in the new Junior Murray Schools International Invitational Cricket Tournament. So if these youngsters continue to put forward their best at practices, we will see them next year when they are playing cricket in July with teams coming out of the UK.
Head coach at the Junior Murray Cricket Academy, Clyde John, says he is encouraged with the support to the academy.
We've been around for quite a while, and having the Grenada Tourism Authority being part of our sponsorship, it goes a long way in terms of helping to put out a product. I guess my job here now is to ensure that, these boys are prepared. They can, go through the ranks as needed, that the Tourism Authority, they could see, results from the investment that they would make into this academy.
One of the young cricketers in the academy spoke of his aspirations in the coming months.
This is just a next step in the right direction in cricket in Grenada, especially the development of us young ones. Right, I'm looking forward to training extra hard and trying to push on to represent Grenada in the next under-19 team.
The Junior Murray Cricket Academy, which has been developing aspiring cricketers for the past 10 years, operates every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the National Stadium. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN Sports.
Top of the table, Barbados Royals will play Trinbago Knight Riders in the Hero CPL action later this evening. Royals are on 10 points from their 5 matches. Knight Riders occupy the cellar position with 3 points from their quota of games. Talawas are in 2nd place, while St. Lucia Kings are sitting in 3rd position. Anthony Joshua has accepted WBC champion Tyson Fury's terms for an all-British heavyweight fight on December 3 and is awaiting a response. Joshua, 32, was sent an offer by Team Fury suggesting a 60-40 purse split to the champion and a December fight date. The fight was agreed on Friday, but the announcement was delayed because of the death of Queen Elizabeth II last Thursday. Initial terms have been agreed, but Joshua is yet to sign a contract. Now, netball fans have been priming themselves for action in anticipation of the rematch between the Spice Boys and female national squad. The men's national team finished 3rd in the recently completed inaugural America's Men's Netball Championship. The National Queens are winding down preparations for the America's World Cup qualifiers in Jamaica from October 15. That is the sports news for the moment. The office of the St. Lucian Prime Minister will soon unveil an itinerary of activities to mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen, who passed away on September 8, is being remembered as an icon of continuity. Despite the condolences, her death has renewed questions about whether the British monarch should remain head of state in St. Lucia or the island should be made a republic. More from HTS News.
Condolences continue to pour in following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. On Monday, members of the cabinet arrived outside the Graham Louisi building after signing a condolence book at the Government House on the morn.
There's a condolence book that has been set up at Government House, and tomorrow it will be in the Parliament building for members of the public to sign, to express in writing the condolences on the death of Her Majesty the Queen.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, on behalf of the people and government of St. Lucia, expressed his deepest and sincerest condolences to the royal family on the passing of the monarch and sovereign who is also the head of state of St. Lucia and a number of countries in the Commonwealth realm.
Queen Elizabeth was part of St. Lucia's history. She's part of St. Lucia. I mean, and everyone or anyone who is of living age remembers Queen Elizabeth as our only queen, and we were moved by her grace, her professionalism, and we deeply mourn her death.
With the passing of the head of state, the conversation surrounding Republican status of Commonwealth countries has emerged. In late 2021, Barbados transitioned to a republic, bidding farewell to the Queen as head of state.
Another year, another scolding for members of the upper and lower houses as President Paula May Weeks officially opened new parliamentary session in Trinidad. In her address to MPs and senators, the president called on them to put aside party politics and work together for the benefit of the people. She said, based on what is happening, members of the public deserve better. CNC3 has more.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago, whom you offered and were chosen to serve, deserve better.
This was the general tone of President Paula May Weeks as she held members of Parliament to account at the official opening of the third session of the 12th Parliament. It has become a recurring theme in speeches at this event.
To the average citizen, sittings of Parliament see more opportunities for finger-pointing, gallerying and kissing than the fora for conscientious making of laws that would directly affect and improve their lives.
The President said people now look at parliamentary sittings with despair, but hope that their representatives put aside what she referred to as their selfish agendas.
The respect, trust and confidence that once characterized the relationship between parliamentarian and John Q. Public have been squandered and whittled away.
Now, Her Excellency wants MPs to put aside animosity and embrace collaboration. But Opposition Leader Kamala Prasad-Bisesa says that may be easier said than done.
That is impossible. If we were all to speak with one voice, if we all to go down the same road on the same street, what a boring world that would be.
However, she does agree that
of course we can be better. Of course we have room for improvement in the Parliament.
Further afield, people in Northern Ireland have expressed mixed feelings regarding Queen Elizabeth II's passing. Her visit to the Republic of Ireland in 2011 helped heal wounds caused by decades of conflict. However, it is unclear whether such ties will be loosened with the ascension of her son, King Charles III, to the throne. The rest of the details in this Al Jazeera report.
They're familiar sights now, flowers spread all over the UK. But this is Northern Ireland, where murals colour in a history that's seen dark times. Here in East Belfast, the Queen was always revered by Protestant loyalists and unionists. Christine Roberts struggles to visualise King Charles III as the new monarch.
It's just hard because it's always known as the Queen. And when I met her, it was just the nicest woman you could meet. So honest, so sweet. And she took her time with you to get to know you.
Murals of a different kind abound in Republican West Belfast. The conflict known by the British as the Troubles slowly moved towards peace a quarter of a century ago with the Good Friday Agreement. Peace may have brought about a new form of moderate Republican politics, but in many areas such as this in West Belfast, there's still a deep-seated anti-monarchist sentiment.
Stay with us. We'll remind you of the headlines after this. Headlines before we leave you. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says an increase in retirement age is imminent for the survival of the National Insurance Scheme. Traditional changes implemented following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Easy Management assures motorists that gas is available after a brief delay. And around the globe, regionally, St. Lucia's Prime Minister dismisses talk of move to Republic in wake of Queen's death. Internationally, mixed emotions in some parts of Britain following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Plus, in the sports news, national netballers to compete in World Cup qualifiers. If you missed any part of this newscast, the repeat of it will be broadcast after the CPL. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste in the Grenadian capital. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.